2023 has started off in a great way if you are an Indian cricket fan because the king scored a century. There is no COVID. It seems as if you are back to those old days when Virat Kohli was scoring centuries for fun. In 2022, he ended it with a century in ODIs. Now he has begun 2023 in grand style with a century in the opening ODI against Sri Lanka in Barsapara. Although he had good fortune when he was dropped on 52 and 81, Virat Kohli ensured that he got his 45th 100 and also created records. But after the end of the innings, he gave some very interesting insights about his knock and also about a factor called luck. So the century that Virat Kohli scored today at Barsapara was his 45th. He is now only 4 behind Sachin Tendulkar and 5 from overhauling his great tally. This was his 9th against Sri Lanka. Remember, he now is the only player now to have 9 centuries against 2 opponents. One against Sri Lanka, one against the West Indies. Remarkably, this is his first ODI century at home ever since the Ranchi match against Australia. You remember when special caps were given in the aftermath of Pulwama? After that century, he hasn't hit a single one at home. Whatever came in the previous instances, the Asia Cup one and even the Chattogram ODI, all of that came outside of India. But it was after the knock when he made 113 and ensured India reached 373 for 6 that he offered some very interesting insights about his knock. Tried to keep my strike rate in check. It has often been said that Virat Kohli did not operate at a very good strike rate. Remember, he was the anchor. He would start the innings slowly and then accelerate later on. But today, it was a different template. Virat Kohli reached his century of just 80 balls. And that is a testament to the fact that he can change his gear whenever he is in touch. So today, Virat Kohli managed to hit 180 balls and his strike rate was well over 130 for most of the back end of the innings. That shows that he is really curious that if he can operate well on that strike rate, then India will be in a much better position. Helped the team get 20 runs extra. He's talking about those dropped chances that supposing if he was dropped on 52 and 81, India would probably have reached about 330 or 350. But his century ensured that India at least went past 350 and they ended on 373. Diet is keeping me in prime shape. You imagine Virat Kohli and see the number of injuries that has affected him. Hardly any. Apart from that shoulder injury that he suffered in that 2017 series against Australia, when was the last time Virat Kohli suffered a big injury? A back spasm probably in Johannesburg. But apart from that, he's been supremely fit. And that is the main reason why Virat Kohli is operating at such an optimum level even now. Diet. He stressed on the importance of a diet and that is what is keeping him in great shape at this point in time. But you have to also understand that in that knock of 113, there were 2 knocks. There were 2 very scary moments for Virat Kohli. One, when Kusal Mendis dropped him on 52 of Kasun Rajita. And then again on 81, when Dasun Shanaka dropped him and Rajita was again the unfortunate bowler to suffer. Virat Kohli capitalized on that and he converted it into a big century. Luck plays a big part and I made the most of that luck that was presented to me. Remember, even prior to this, Virat Kohli had a very quiet build-up. He had gone to a ashram in Vrindavan. He had actually had a couple of batting sessions prior to the Sri Lanka series. He also took a break after the end of the Bangladesh tour. Remember that 2 tests after that, he was not much on the cricket field at all. He was taking a break with his family. He was enjoying his new year. He was enjoying the first week of January. Prior to the start of this ODI series, he decided to have some cricketing sessions and that made him fresh. So Virat Kohli, you would say that we are back to those good old days of 2018, 2019, that he's scoring centuries for fun. It was a chanceless knock barring those 2 instances. But Virat Kohli still has a long way to go. Remember, this is a ODI World Cup year. After 3 ODIs against Sri Lanka, they play 3 against New Zealand. Then 3 against Australia. Then they will go to the West Indies in July, August for an ODI series. After that, they will play the Asia Cup. Then Australia come again to India and after that, it's the World Cup. So Virat Kohli has a lot of opportunities to ensure that he can at least break Tendulkar's mark. But if he even contributes an 80 or a 90, it still is gold dust for India. So Virat Kohli's century, good old times, the start of 2023 could not have been much better. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.